Hey guys, welcome back to Trunks Effect. I'm Chris.
And I am Brandman.
Alright, we finally made it. We finally ended the journey. We've made it to Dragonball Super Super Hero.
It is about time.
I know, what 37 videos later. I don't think it's actually been that many. It felt like it.
Yes.
It felt like it. I was telling him, I was like, the little Toei animation thing comes up at the beginning of the movie, and I think I just have like PTSD from like the terrible fucking movies.
Please, for the love of God, update that for the next movie.
I know, I'm just like, I see it, I'm just getting flashes of like, Bow Broly. You know, Bojack. I'm just like, oh god, it startles me.
You can't put too much crap on Bojack. It's our most successful video.
I don't know why.
Who knows?
Guys, please watch some other videos. Like, it's Bojack. The movie sucks. Watch this video. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing a non-spoiler quick review for Dragon Ball Super Super Hero. We just got out of the theater.
Yes.
And so we're going to kind of give our initial thoughts, and then we'll also be posting a spoiler review probably Saturday, Sunday. So give people time to see it, and then you guys can jump into that. So I'll go ahead with you. So what did you think?
I actually really enjoyed the movie, like much more than what I had anticipated going in. And there's still things that I don't like about it, but overall, I thought it was a good movie.
I'm with you there, and like I said, I mean, I've said it a couple of times. I did watch like the little shitty like 240p thing on my phone, and so I kind of had an inkling of what the story was. So I knew kind of the beats of the movie, but I had no context for a lot of stuff. And I mean, it's like we talked about before we got over here, is that the movie was way funnier than I thought it was. Yes. Like just watching it, you don't get that, but I mean, it was funny. It was genuinely funny. Yes. Like Pan's fucking great.
Yes. And adorable.
Yeah, she's great. Papa Piccolo is great. I enjoyed it. I mean, it was just fun. It's weird. It's like every time I see a Dragon Ball thing, it's like I actually got to sit and enjoy myself watching this movie. Whereas like us traipsing through these other movies, I was just like dreading this movie. It almost made me not want to see this movie because I'm just like, we just keep watching this, and I'm just getting bombarded by like garbage, and I'm just like, watching like Battle of Gods and Resurrection F and stuff like that. I was like, okay, good. We're back there. But I just had fun watching this movie.
Right.
I mean, Broly was a good movie, so I enjoyed watching it, but I had a lot of fun with this movie, which I haven't had fun with Dragon Ball in a long time.
Right. And I think that's the key word, fun.
Yeah. I mean, Broly is definitely a better movie. Yes. Like, contextually. That pushes the anime forward, that does a lot of stuff for Dragon Ball. I mean, this does. This gets people back on the power level. So Piccolo and Gohan, even Pan are there. We get a grown-up Goten and Trunks, which that's nice. So they're kind of like moving things that have been on the back burner forward. So this gives them an even keel to like go forward with the anime. So like I think it needed to happen, even if it's maybe not necessarily what I wanted. But again, I'm totally happy with it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Game 1 and 2 are awesome.
Yes.
The music is good. I'm still mixed on the animation.
I did not like it.
Yeah.
Like, it's like they were sort of trying to be cell shaded.
Yeah.
But they were doing cell shaded, like hand drawn, mixed with the that says CG. Like they tried to blend all three of those into like a computer program, and that did not work for me.
And I think I don't mind as much. I mean, because I have watched like Dragon Quest Dai, which that's what that looks like. It's a mix of those two things, and that's the same director from Dragon Quest Dai. So I think for me, it's like I'm used to it looking like that. I mean, I will say the fights all look awesome.
Yes.
So like the movie itself, like it's the mundane stuff, like the narrative stuff that kind of doesn't look that great. But man, as soon as they start fighting, that show looks awesome.
And there are aspects of the quote unquote special effects that the animation does a phenomenal job on.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, like watching it on my phone, you need to see this movie in a theater because it is awesome. I mean, when the music kicks in and you see like them all fighting, I mean, it's great, and it works because I'm like, yeah, it's weird to be hyped for Dragon Ball again because it's like you don't get it. We get it every couple years, and then it's not the same when you watch it at your house when you're watching the anime. This is like seeing these fights like on the big screen is cool, and it's like it's very like nostalgic for me to see that, especially the opening and like all the 2D like little flashback stuff that they have. It's good. I mean, I really enjoyed all that stuff. That stuff looks great.
And I really felt that with Toriyama doing the movie that they and to really sort of grasp what the Dragon Ball is. It's fights and okay plot. Like it'll give just a little bit of plot, but it knows its bread and butter are the fights.
I think this for me is the first thing in a long time that has reminded me of Dragon Ball, like actual Dragon Ball, because it's just fun, it's silly, it's goofy, but badass shit happens.
Right,
like that was Dragon Ball.
Yeah, and of course, how can you not think Dragon Ball with the Red Ribbon Army?
Yeah, it's Red Ribbon Army. You got Yajirobe there. I mean, you see a lot of like some of that other stuff, the older stuff, kind of mixed in, and it kind of gives you those little nostalgic feels. And then they call him like Demon King Piccolo, and there's a lot of stuff that is just like they're digging up this old stuff, which it's cool. It's kind of the melding of these two things where you're like, oh, this work. It all works for me. Like, because I heard even now, like, people are just kind of mixed on this movie. I think a lot of it is the animation. I think a lot of people are seeing this movie like in trailers and stuff like that, and they're already kind of going in being like, I'm not going to like this because of X. Yes. And I think you should kind of not look at it that way. I said, because once you get into the movie, you really don't even notice it. I mean, you get used to it. It's very jarring in the beginning. But then, like I said, once the back half of this movie is fine. The last like 25 minutes of this movie, it's all fighting anyway. So it doesn't matter. The majority of what you're coming to this movie for is awesome. So everything else is just setting all that up. And I think really what this does too is, say you're like a casual fan or you haven't seen Dragon Ball in a while, this does a really good job of like telling you things, and like flashing back and like, this is a minor sport, but even when Piccolo gets big, everybody knows he does that. He's like, oh, I didn't know I could do. I mean, there's small things where they're like kind of picking and choosing things from Dragon Ball and then kind of reminding you. So I think it's good even if you, especially for kids, I think this is a cool thing if you're like a kid and you're watching Dragon Ball, which is kind of how I would have been back in the day. We didn't get to see these movies like that. And so I think it'd be awesome. If you're 10 and you already like Dragon Ball, this is just going to blow your mind. Because you're 10.
Right.
Right.
And if you're in our age group, like the 25 to 34, which according to our demographics, like all of you are. Then if you have kids, take your kids to see this movie.
Yeah, definitely. I even had a friend text me, and his kid's like 6 or 7, and they went to the subtitle version, and his kid read the entire movie and had no issue. I'm like, that should tell you something. This kid's like 7, not watched that much Dragon Ball other than what his dad exposes him to, and he sat there quietly and read a movie because he was so enthralled. He asked questions here and there, but he was in it.
Whereas as we were leaving the theater, I was hearing people complain that was the most reading they've had to do in a theater in a long time.
I know. I was like, well, you guys probably read some more. But overall, like I said, the structure of the movie is a bit weird. We could nitpick all day about like this and that. But I always say that it's like with movies, especially not just Dragon Ball, but like I obviously talk about a lot of movies. It's always what it leaves you with. That's the most important thing. And because anytime you look back at a movie, you're like, well, that didn't work and that bit. And that's what everybody does nowadays. They leave the theater and they really like it. And then the internet tells them they're not supposed to like it. And so then they hate the movie. And they start nitpicking it to death. And you're like, hey, did you have fun? I went into a Dragon Ball thing. I had fun. So overall, I enjoyed the movie. Yes, there's aspects that like I think could be better. But like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I had fun going. I think the movie is good. Like I said, I still think I think this movie is better than Resurrection F for me. Because I just had more fun in this movie. Whereas like watching Resurrection F, I nitpick Resurrection F. There's so many things that I want done better in that movie that I think it bothers me. I don't have as much fun, especially now rewatching it like a week ago. I'm like, this is fine, like plot wise and stuff like that. But I wasn't 100% on him. Bring Frieza back. Like Blue, we just get that in a snap. There's so many things that I could be like, I want that better. I want that better. Other than Cell, I really don't have any like major complaints with this movie. And I just had fun.
But yeah, so again, sort of piggybacking off that, sort of like I've said already, it's a fun movie. I really enjoy it. Take your kids, nieces, nephews, the cousins, brothers, sisters, whoever.
Gather the neighborhood. Get the whole neighborhood. Take them to the Dragon Ball movie.
Yeah. So go ahead, watch the movie, and stay after the credits.
Yes, there is something very good after the credit. We'll talk about that in the spoiler thing, but I really do like that. But now, that's all I got. Like I said, look out for our spoiler review Saturday, Sunday. This is going to go up Friday, pretty much, and day of the release. So if you guys like the movie, tell us what you think down below. Let us know kind of if you're going to see it, what you thought about it. No spoilers, please, for the movie. But other than that, if you like what we do, consider subscribing to us.
Yep. We've got a Patreon and a Twitter, which are in the bio.
All right. I think that's all I got.
That's all I've got.
All right. Peace.